Hello everyone, welcome to our new webinar, which is Solutions for Hybrid Education. My name is Edgar Morales, and I will be your host today. So, I hope everybody's doing fine. Let's begin. So, as we begin, let's start talking about us quite a little bit. We at Unlimited are a company from Taiwan. Actually, our main branch is here in Taiwan, yet we serve all around the world through a network of distributors. Because of that, we are present in more than 80 countries, and as well, this makes us be a multicultural team that can serve you in different languages as well. Now, let's just go directly to the presentation. To get into context, today, as it's not surprise for anyone, we are living a difficult situation in the world. It's a situation that started last year and that has changed the way we are living and the way we are receiving our education today. So this is affecting everyone. In the case of schools, it's affecting the students, it's affecting the teachers, and it's affecting the school itself as well. How is this affecting the students? Well, now students cannot come to school anymore. So students need to stay at home to continue studying. Well, it sounds good for some people actually. But the problems begin when they need to have a good connection to the internet in order to receive the lectures properly. And not for everyone is the case. It's not always possible for students all around the world to have a good connection to the internet. Then the problems for the professors is that suddenly they have to change the way they are working. They have been trained to work in a way, and now they are working from the desk, creating content, which is something that most professors had never done before. So they need to learn not just how to use the technology, how to use the video conferencing technology, but also how to properly transmit the class through the video conferencing technology. And this is also a situation for the university. If students have issues and professors have issues, of course, it's also an issue for the school itself. How is this a problem for school? Well, maybe right now some students may want to take a year off because it's very difficult to study in the moment. So for that, we are proposing a solution. Then, to leverage into the solution in the moment, I'm going to show you what setup we have right now because we are using the solution to do this live streaming. So let me first of all quickly switch to my camera. Right now, we are simulating a class right here and we are using this camera, which is auto tracking camera, and is following me in real time. This camera is connected to one central solution, to one central equipment right here, which is called the media station. This media station is actually receiving different video inputs simultaneously. And at the same time, this media station is also going to allow you to record this presentation, to stream it as we are doing it, and also to switch layouts, as you saw me doing it a few moments ago. We are also simulating a case where we have local students. So in this case, we have local students, and at the same time, they are also our support team. So I encourage you, if any questions at the moment, feel free to ask in the chat. They'll be right there for you. Okay? So our solution is an all-in-one for capturing, and capturing I mean different inputs that can be different devices, such as different type of cameras, such as your computer with slides. You can also output basically any device that has an output via HDMI. Let's say the content from the hospital device, let's say a document camera, let's say the camera itself, which is also HDMI. Well, all of this can be connected and can be captured in our media station. It's going to be captured in Full HD, and this is going to be into a mixed video. This mixed video is going to be recorded, and we are going to record the mixed video that we are getting plus each one of the video inputs. And at the same time, we are going to be able to stream this mixed video to two different platforms. For example, you can do it to the university's platform, to the school platform, and at the same time, you can also do it to YouTube, to Facebook, or whatever platform you want to do it. Okay? And all of this is done basically through our media capture system. So it's basically, as I mentioned earlier, composed of different cameras, and in the center of this is what we called the media station. This one right here is the media station. It's the device that allows us to record, to edit, and to stream. To it, we are connecting right now different type of cameras. Actually, the camera we are using right now is an auto tracking camera. We have auto tracking in different technologies. The technology we are using at the moment is a hardware technology via infrared, which means that this camera does not need to program at all. All that you need to do to make the camera follow you is just turning on the positioner, and voila, the camera will start following you without any settings. It's also possible to connect other type of cameras. We also have the possibility of doing auto tracking via software, and we also have the possibility of connecting PTC cameras and control them at will as well. Now, we understand that at the moment you already have a setup. You already are working via video conference. It's also possible to do that with us. We can also put all of this content into a video conference, and in this way, the students can also interact in real time. So that's basically pretty much as a setup what we have right now. Camera connected to the central solution, which is the media station, and at the same time, in this moment, we are also live in a video conference, and we have one student which is following us right now in this video conference. So let's say hello to this student. Hello. I'm happy he's still here. To be honest, I was afraid he was going to go to buy coffee or something. But anyway, here he is. Now, it's also possible. Oh, he actually went for coffee already. How about that? So anyway, it's also possible to record whatever this student wants to say, and we can also get it right here. Right now, you can see in the setup, you can see me as a professor, you can see the content, and you can see our student. So he's saying hello one more time. So some of the advantages of using this equipment is that first of all, it's very easy to use. You saw me just a few moments ago switching between different layouts, and for that, I'm simply using a screen which has a touchscreen display. So it's also possible to use other ways to control as well. Then this technology also allow us to have some kind of integration. And the integration can be done in the way that, for example, if you already have equipment in the classroom, if you already have, for example, surveillance cameras, you can take the image from the surveillance cameras and you can use them for your classes. As well, if, for example, you are already working with some LMS platforms for VOD, you can also use them. And once that we have finished the recording and streaming, our media station can automatically back up all of the video inputs to these platforms in a really simple and easy way. And that allows us to have video on demand, so we can have the videos on the platform and on the cloud. Now, it's also possible if you don't want if the professor doesn't want to move the equipment at all, to basically just export your calendar, and then once you do that, you can create events, and every event that you create is basically a lesson that is going to be recorded and streamed into the media station. So it's also possible as well to integrate with the current video platforms that you are using at the moment, such as Skype, Zoom, Teams, and so on. Now, some of the applications for this technology, specifically for education, are basically enhanced right here. So mainly, of course, 80% of the cases where we have an installation is basically for recording and streaming of lessons. But that's not only it. If you go to school, it's not only classes what are happening. There are many more things taking place in the school, and we are going to go through it through the different case studies that we have prepared for you today. So we have here some case studies of how they are using our technology. So for example, the first one comes from Spain, from the Basque Country University. I'm going to play a video from here. and you can see how they are using it. Basically, it's pretty much the setup that I showed you a few moments ago, just they are doing it with two different video inputs. In one video input is the lesson itself together with a chat from video conferencing so that the students can ask questions in real time. And right next to it, we have the professor being followed by the auto tracking camera. So let me post this. Okay. Then a different setup we have right here in the Seguldas State Gymnasium in Latvia. Now, in order to have the lessons must be prepared. So, in this particular case study, the teachers gather together with the personnel from the university and they prepare the lessons in advance. They start basically setting up what they want to teach the students during the year. Now, this is not only streamed to different branches of the same university, but this is also recorded so that it can be used ahead when new professors and new employees come to the university. As well, since our station can take different video inputs from basically any device with an HDMI output, it's also possible to use it in the case of medicine. More precisely, we are using it to train the future nurses and the future doctors. Those are going to be taking care of our health. That's the case of the Schengen University. It is a local case. It's happening here in Taiwan, made in Taiwan. So right now, playing the video for you, and you can see how the station is taking as a video input one medical device, and you can see how they are training how to take care of patients. We have also a similar case, in this case in Europe, and in Europe we have it in the Hetz Freiburg school in Switzerland as well. They are training the future nurses how they need to take care of the patients as well. Now, as I said earlier, in school, not only classes and lessons take place. You also have events, you also have sports, and as well, you also have basically even conference lessons. So, in this particular case, here in Hunukubu, in the Netherlands, we can see a video of how they are playing a soccer match and they are recording this. So they are recording right now the data and as well the camera, and then they are switching to only the content coming from the camera, as you can see right here. So we also have a really interesting case in Kazakhstan where they are streaming basically a tournament of robotics, which is taking place internationally in different countries, and in this occasion took place in Kazakhstan, and they used AREC to stream it. So we also have a couple more case studies, and in this case are in a little bit more of practical kind of usage. So for example, in this case, in the Lima University, in the Lima Catholic University in Peru, they are training how to cook. Basically, they are taking gastronomy lessons. For that, they are using a wide-angle camera that can take in a really nice video quality wherever the professor is cooking or whatever the students are cooking in real time. We also have a really interesting case study in Denmark, and in this case is for continuing education. So, once again, not only classes take place in the university or regular classes. In this particular case in Denmark, what is taking place is basically continuous education, which means any student that wants to do a specific training that would last only a few months, not precisely to have a degree, they can also follow directly from home. It's actually really, really nice application. So in this case, you can do it directly from continuing education, just on VOC LINPI, and as well you also can receive some international students for this purpose. Now, let's talk about some of the highlights of our system. To basically go overall, our system can deliver higher quality delivery from different video inputs in Full HD. These Full HD video inputs can be recorded and can be streamed, and of course can also be edited in real time. What we can provide additionally is that once that you finish doing this recording and streaming, automatically we are going to back up these videos into the server of the university, not only in the server, but we are going to put it in the platform of the university, which is going to allow us to have some VOD automation. Then, once that we have done the VOD automation and we have the videos in the platforms, this means that the students can access to the lessons no matter where they are. So basically, the students can just log in the school's platform. They can rewatch the video, they can pause, they can play back, and basically this allows them to have an enhanced learning experience. And such as an enhanced learning experience is not going to limit the university to have lessons only within the current students, but also to get students from anywhere in the world, and that is going to be translated into a wider audience. And basically, that's what we are aiming to help you out with. Not only to go through this situation at the moment, but also to have quality education, not for the future, but for the present. This kind of technology is now the present, and we need it. So, guys, this will be all for today. Thank you very much for joining our webinar. If you have any questions, you can ask directly from this streaming. And if you would like to receive a presentation about our solutions, please go to www.a-tena.com and we will assist you from there. If you want to know prices and if you want to know where to buy our solutions, please contact us and we will forward you to one of our representatives around the world. Thank you very much.